Hey everybody, it's Debbie with Painting Junkie. And ooh, happy birthday, Painting Junkie. Painting Junkie is 5 years old. Actually, it was 5 years old Monday, but I couldn't celebrate on Monday, so here we are on Wednesday celebrating. Happy birthday! I know my crown is backwards. It says Birthday Diva, and I guess I'm the Birthday Diva today. Painting Junkie. I am Painting Junkie, so yeah, I guess it's my birthday too. Yeah, happy anniversary. Hi, Jamie. Happy anniversary. Happy birthday. Happy 5 years. Happy 5 years to Painting Junkie. Yay! I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna set this down over here. Maybe it'll flash. I don't really have a place to put it. I'll just set it here. Hey everybody. So I am going to talk to you guys a little bit about, hey Terry, a little bit about my history here on Painting Junkie, and I found something on this last hat that I did that I needed to fix. Hey McKenna, I noticed something on my hat when I was at the concert. I was like, oh, I forgot to do the R. So I'm going to do it real quick here with you guys. I took this hat to the Morgan Wallen, and look at Long Live Cowgirls. I forgot to do the shading there on the R. I was like, whoa! So I plugged this in and I got it warm, and I'm just going to do it really quick with you girls and guys, if you join me. And I'm just going to go on the, let's see. I've got my words here. I want to do the right side. I'm going to go on the second side of the R here and fix this, because I was noticing it looked a little skinny over there. I was like, that does not look right. And now it does. I love this one. I've told many people I think it's my favorite one. But the hat I'm going to show you today that I haven't burned yet, that I just received yesterday. Oh, thank you. This is one of my branded shirts with Painting Junkie on it. And hey Vicky, I am getting ready to, I'll leave this on. I might burn some more. I am going to have a logo for the membership. You guys wait. I can't wait to show you. McKenna's been working on it. Okay, here is the R, all fixed up. Long Live Cowgirls. Doesn't that look better? Shaded in with like the rest of them. Yes, so this is my favorite part. I gotta show you again. Look at that cool horse. I love it. If you're in my membership, you're gonna see this horse again. That's how much I love it. And I have a surprise for you guys I'll tell you about later. But anyway, okay, so I started Painting Junkie 5 years ago. It was the summer before I retired, and I thought, I am a young retiree. I was only 52 at the time, 51. I was going to be 52 when I retired. And I'm like, I'm too young to just sit. And I was going to do something anyway. Teacher retirement's awesome, but I needed to do something with my time. And I was introduced to a lady named Heidi Easley, who teaches women how to teach paint parties. And I was like, yes, that is what I want to do. I am loving the painting lessons that I was taking. And I think I'm a born teacher, actually. And so I'm going to keep teaching. And I love teaching the kids. I love teaching adults. I just love teaching whatever it is. I know I want to teach others. So I started teaching paint parties and practicing that whole last year, well, kind of, that whole last year of school as I was teaching. So I had the fall of 19. I don't know if you see where I'm going with this, but I had the fall of 19 that I was practicing my paint parties. I did some kids after school with the park board program. I was doing adults at different restaurants and wineries and breweries and things. And then you know what happened in the spring of 2020. And then I retired. So we all pivoted, and 5 years later, here we are. And I'm still teaching, and I still love teaching paint parties, but now I also love teaching hat burning because it's new and not a lot of people are doing it, and I want to teach people. I want to teach. So if there's not a lot of people teaching it, then there's a lot of people that I can teach, right? So let's get into some questions here. I'm going to throw out some questions, and I'm going to be sending happy mail to some winners who get the right answers. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you a surprise. I can't wait to teach you, Jamie. I am going to tell you a surprise. I'm going to show you a surprise. So every Wednesday I come on at 10:30 and I do chat and char. And this hat that I got yesterday in my shipment of hats, because I'm getting ready to do a bachelorette party. Bachelorette parties are a great idea for hat burning parties because they're usually a smaller group and you can all make your hats and then you can wear them out. So fun. So I got my shipment in for the bachelorette party I'm getting ready to do. And I stuck this one in there because I saw it, I loved it, and I had to have it. So, are you ready? Are you ready to see what I got? This is what I'll be doing in my next chat and char. And I'll be taking suggestions because that's what I do. I love to have suggestions. Look at this. Now, if you know me, you know what this is. You know what this hat is going to be. Haha. I know, McKenna. Look at that. They have arrowhead hats. I saw this and I must have it. You know, I have the Chiefs hat. That's just a red, like, fedora. See, it's got the dents like the fedora, but the back also has the dents. Oh, I know. It's going to be Chiefs, right? It's got to be Chiefs. Right here is going to be something. Now, I'm not supposed to do the logo if I sell it. I don't think I can sell this. But I can do Kansas City Chiefs. I can do it in a font that is just a font. Right? Kansas City Chiefs. Oh my gosh. And just the arrowhead right here. Like I could do Chiefs, like, oh, I can't wait. So this is one of the surprises I was going to show you. My new red arrowhead hat. I can't wait. I think that this would be a great one to make and sell. What do you think? Who wants one? Who wants an arrowhead hat? A burned arrowhead hat. I can't wait to dive into that. So excited. Okay, so let's get into some possible questions, or some questions. I want to know, how many paint parties do you think that I have done in 5 years? How many paint parties do you think I have done in 5 years? Let's put in some guesses. wish I looked good in a hat. I would definitely buy it. Well, let's see. Terry, maybe we should try on some hats. Who says you don't look good in a hat? All right, so we see a 250, a 100, a 150. Those are all very good guesses. Very good guesses. I have taught, and I keep a little book, by the way, so I do know this. I keep a little notebook over there, and I write down every party, and I write down how many have been there. So I actually know how many parties and how many people I've taught. Now, some people are repeaters, so I can't say how many for sure different people I've taught, but I do know how many people have been at my parties. And that's the next question. How many people have I taught? So I have taught, let's see, I've got a 125, a 275. Oh my gosh. So should I say closest without going over? I think very organized. Thank you, Jamie. It's just something I started doing. Actually, I thought about it and then I went back and figured it out. And now I will always keep track of it. But, okay, so I'm going to do closest without going over. And that would have been, the number's 144. I have taught 144 paint parties. So I'm going to say Vicki Muller. She's one of my biggest fans too. Thank you, Vicki, for being on here. So Vicki Muller, you are going to win some Happy Meal for getting the closest to how many paint parties? I've had 144 paint parties in 5 years. And yeah, I know, Jamie, you were super close, really close. You would have been the next if I didn't say going over. I was doing Price is Right rules, I guess. Okay, so how many people? Oh, Vicki won, McKenna. Vicki won. She guessed 125, and it was closest without going over. Okay, so Tony says 1,000 people. And let's see, somebody else said 400 people, 500 people. Okay. Let's get a couple more guesses. 675 people. Oh. Higher. Hint. Higher. Some of those parties were big. So there's a lot of people. All right. Oh, Terry. Nice. Terry says 1257. I like the odd number there. Oh, Tony's upped hers to 1,500. I like it. Well, let's talk about, while you're guessing, I'll give you just a second. Love it. Okay, so let me tell you just another little thing, another little surprise I have for you guys while you are on here is that, oh, you guys are still guessing, I love it, is that my membership is open for a few more days while my birthday week. It's open for my birthday week. So if you want the link to join my membership, just put link in the comments and I will send that to you, because that horse is going to show up in my membership this month. I am doing a Western theme, and even though it's not going to be on a cowboy hat, it's going to be on a flat brim or wide brim, because that's just the kind of hat I'm going to do. And that hat came in the shipment too. I love it. The hat doesn't really matter what you get, because you're going to be getting your own hat. You get your own supplies. I just teach you how, and I give you all the templates, and you get the licensing rights. So you will get that template for that horse when you join my membership. So if you decide that you want to learn from me, once a month, I give you a full tutorial of a hat burning, and you get the licensing rights to the design, and you get to ask questions, and I will give you suggestions for embellishing your hat with bands and feathers, and I have a really cool plan for some stitching on this new hat. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And it's going to be next Wednesday. I need to put that in the group. Next Wednesday evening, I'm going to do it in the evening for my workers, my full-time workers out there. I'm going to do it in the evening time. So, oh, I love all your guesses. And I'm going to have to go back to find the winner because I've been talking and I haven't really looked at your numbers. But I have taught 1,761 people. 1,761. So I'll have to go back and see. 1761. Oh, Terry's so close. 1785. 1700 was Tony. That might be the closest without going over. 1700. All right, Tony, I think you're it. Tony Landis. All right, I think it's Tony. 1,700 for Tony. Good job, Tony. So 1761 is the number of people that I have taught at my paint parties. And so that's been fun. I did not count hat burning because I said paint parties and we don't paint at my hat burning parties. So that might be something that I put on next year's party. How many people have been to my hat burning? That might be a good addition question. Okay, how big was my largest party? That's a good one. I know, Terry, you were so close. You went over just a little bit. Let's see. How big was my largest party? That's a good one. How big was my largest party and what did we paint? Oh. How big was my largest party and what did we paint? I'll let you put in some guesses on that. I see a 2, 42, and 39. Oh. You know, I might have to look that one up, McKenna, because that might be more than the one I thought. Let me get my little book. Christmas with the Mulholls might be bigger than the one I was actually thinking. 145. Terry, no. No, Terry. I have not done over 100 for sure. Okay. Let me check that Mulhall thing because that was a big one. But Mulhall, oh, it was. The Mulhalls was. It was more by one, McKenna. Mulhall family. Okay, so I don't really count classrooms as schools because like I have that I went to Wanda Gray and it was 77, but they were separate classrooms and I just put all of them together. So I don't really count that one. But my biggest party was the Mulhall family. It was 41. But before that, it was 40 and it was ceramics, of course, Christmas tree. I did them back to back. What happened was I had a brewery this last Christmas and they sold out at 40 within 2 weeks probably. And then I booked another one for the next week and it sold out at 40. So I'd almost count that as 80 because I think I would have had a party of 80 if they would have had room in that first one. But I'm not going to count 80. Anyway, so McKenna, yeah, I guess you won with the biggest because Mulhall party was actually the biggest and I had to like double check my numbers. And so good job. Good job. And you're the reason I booked that party because that's your in-laws. Yay. Thanks. Okay, the smallest party, I'm just going to tell you. The smallest party I ever did, 2. When I first started. I wouldn't go for 2 people anymore. Sorry. I just won't. But that was a good one. I went because I was just starting out. Only 2 people signed up. And we did Chiefs theme door hangers. And I sat down with those ladies and I just painted with them. And we became Facebook friends. Like, they didn't just follow Painting Junkie. We became friends and I've been following them. And it was great. So I'm saying that small parties are just as fun as big parties. They're just different. Loved it. Loved it just the same. Let's see. Oh, I haven't taught this party, but, and I know some of you are going to know this so easily, but what's the biggest paint party I've ever been to? Because you were there too. I know. What's the biggest paint party that I've ever been to? I didn't teach it, but I was a part of it. And it was pretty big. And you know where it was. So, let's go back to exciting things happening with Painting Junkie while you are, yes, girls, I know you know. Fun things happening with Painting Junkie. I still have 2 spots left for the retreat. Our retreat is in Herman, Missouri, wine country. I have not been there before, but I've heard so much about it. They have a huge Oktoberfest celebration the whole month of October. We're not going in October. We're going in September. We're going a couple weeks before the big celebration of October. It still should be some pretty nice weather. I don't think the leaves are going to be terribly or beautifully changing yet, but cooler evenings. We have this beautiful Victorian house. Brandy from Kitchen Therapy will be with us, teaching us, and we're going to be cooking with her, and she tells us all about meal planning and healthy eating and awesome ways to just add nutrition to our diets. Diets meaning the way we eat, not like being on a diet. And we are going to be hat burning. You will get to pick out a color of hat before we go. I will have you order your hat. And we're also going to be doing some resin. That has the other 2 retreats, which I was going to ask you. That's going to be my next question. My other 2 retreats have been, I used resin, and that was the favorite of both. The people loved the resin activities. So I have to do it. I have to do it. Hey, Jessie, thanks for watching. Just talking about the retreat. I know you're going with us, and I know how you love the resin when you went before. So we're going to do resin again, and we're going to do hat burning, and then I've got some other surprise activities to do. So, okay, the question was, what's the biggest paint party that I've been to? And yes, it was 200 plus people in Texas, in Fort Worth, at the Stockyards, at Billy Bob's. And it was for the paint party headquarters, and it was amazing. We were all painting together and learning, and it was a great experience. And some of my friends are on here today with me. Thank you so much. So let's see. Does anybody know, I know I told you my history and why I started as a retirement gig, but besides to make a little extra money, why do I do this? It's not just to fill my time, and it's not just to make a little money. Why do I really do it? Does anybody know? I say it. It's in my description of my Facebook page. You could probably look really quick if you were fast and technical. I do love people. Thank you, Jessie. I do. But why this? Why don't I just work in retail? Why don't I just teach more? Why this? Oh, to keep art alive. That's a good one. I like that. Partly, yes. It has to do with art. For sure. For sure. I like that. Keep going, girls. Keep going. Okay, so I talked about my membership. I have one membership right now. Yes. Yes, I want others to know that they're artists too. Absolutely. I want to teach people. So many people come to my classes and say, oh, I can't do it. I'm not an artist. I can't even draw a stick figure. I'm no good. And I do not like that negative self-talk. When I am at the parties, I say there is no negative self-talk. People are starting to do it at hat parties too. They've never done it. They've never even tried to burn a hat. They don't even know they can't do it. They've never tried. And I don't allow negative self-talk at my parties. And I want other people to see that if they listen to me and follow directions and trust the process, that they can be artists too. Because at the end of the party, they're going to create something amazing. They really are. Now, that's why I do it. That's exactly why I do it. And the more people that I can show that they are artists, the happier I am. So yeah, good job, Jamie. Okay, so yeah, I have a membership that is hat burning. And once a month, I do the video tutorials. I talked about that, but what is the name of it? Does anybody know the name of my membership? Because it's special. It's not Painting Junkie. It doesn't even have Painting Junkie in the title. But my wonderful graphic designer, McKenna, is working on the logo. And it is close. We had some back and forth yesterday, and a little color change, a little tweaking here and there, and it's about ready. And I am going to unveil it to the group, and then I will show everyone else. But I want to get shirts. I want to get shirts because it's going to be cute. It's going to be so cute. But who knows the name? I see it. Terry, Sizzle Sisters. Good job, girl. We are the Sizzle Sisters because we have these little burning tools and they sizzle. And we're sisters in the group, and we're going to burn up those hats and make them beautiful. So yes, hey, charred hats. That's a good one, Jessie. But we are called the Sizzle Sisters, and our logo is going to be so cute. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Okay, so I'm probably going to, oh, thank you. Let's see, a couple more questions. So I told you that the actual birthday party for Painting Junkie is August 5th, and that I decided that because that is the day that I actually started posting on my Facebook page. So I decided that August 5th was the actual birthday. I started it, or I created it. Yeah, I created it on July 30th, 2019. But I didn't post anything until the 5th. And so that's when I actually decided that August 5th is the birthday. But August 5th, I was at the Chiefs training camp. So I postponed the birthday party for 2 days, and here we are at the birthday party. So, yeah. Happy 5 years to Painting Junkie. And thank you all for coming. One more last question for Happy Mail is going to be, where were my 2 retreats that I did last year? This year, I'm only doing one to Herman, Missouri in September. But I did 2 last year, and they were in October and November. Where were they? Any guesses? Let's see if anybody knows. Jessie. Of course, Tulsa and Branson. Good job, girl. Jessie, get some happy mail. Jessie's another one of my big fans. Jessie and Vicky. Every week I get a little notification of my page. And Jessie and Vicky are usually at the top, vying for spots 1 and 2. And it just makes me so happy. So thank you, girls. I know you were both on here today, and I want to say thank you to you guys. I'm glad you both got some Happy Meal today, along with Tony and who else? Tony and, oh, McKenna got the biggest party. I need to write this down. Vicky going to Herman. Not yet. Vicky hasn't signed up yet. Maybe you should give her a little peer pressure. Okay, so Happy Mail is Vicky and Jessie and Tony and Vicky, Jessie, Tony, and McKenna. Did I miss anyone? Did I miss any winners? I think that was it. A bunch of you got my biggest party that I went to. All right. Well. Oh, Jessie, you cracked me up. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, thank you for joining me at the birthday party. I am going to be working on... Oh, Jessie, look what I got. I'm going to be burning this next week. So Chat and Char will be back next week. I'm going to be working on the Arrowhead hat. I will be doing it in Kansas City Chiefs. And I hope you can join me. I'll be back at 10:30 next Wednesday. And I'll be getting the Happy Mail out next week also. I am leaving tomorrow morning bright and early for a fun little business retreat with some of my biz besties. And I cannot wait to see you guys. Thank you for joining me on my live. If you watch on the replay and you want a link to the membership, just say so in the comments. And if you want a link to the retreat, just say so in the comments and I will drop them in there. And you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for Chat and Char. So, bye guys.